came to June in 1941. I had read many articles and a few books that gave you the overall strategic plans as far as the movement of ships and airplanes and that kind of war. It's true with this book, I thought it would be good if anyone would write a book strictly from the foxhole and the coal mine, if you understand what I mean. What it meant to be, on the front lines, what you ran into, the kind of situations the mud marine had, so to speak. And also with my coal mining career, about coal mining inside the mines and down in the dirt doing the work. And I thought the story should be told by someone who was there. How did we deal with the fear? And then, that's sort of hard to explain in a way because fear was always prevalent. Any time you were in combat, you naturally feared for your life and maybe the guy next to you. But read a quote one time where this man, I can't prove the author, but he said, courage is not the absence of fear, but rather its conquest. And you're so busy with the task at hand that you really don't have time to focus on the fear. You focus on self-preservation and, to put it bluntly, annihilation of your enemy. That's as plain as I can put it. About the first 10 years, I went through a period of time when I actually got down to a point where I wished I was dead. Because it got that malaria and hepatitis and all that junk, the fungus and all. It worked on me to the extent that I didn't see any future. And thought within myself, if this is the kind of life I'm going to have the rest of my life, I wish I was gone now. But my wife was she was one of the prime movers in getting me away from that attitude. And had I not married her, I don't know exactly where I would have wound up. And she helped me a lot through that. And after I went to work in the mines, they shut the mine down one time and I brought my toolbox home and she asked me, what are you going to do? And I said, well, I'll tell you, I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to spend this whole summer out in the sunshine. So I went into it hard and heavy and working hard as I could all day, and that's how I coped with it. Back then, they didn't have this, what they call nowadays. What do you call it?
Counseling, post-traumatic stress disorder.
Well, they didn't have none of that. You were on your own. And in retrospect, that's how I coped with it, I guess. Two different kinds of outhouses that I made. You see inside of it, over here is the roll of toilet paper, and there's the Sears Roebuck catalog or Montgomery Ward.